What's up, guys? Trigger here, bringing you a domination gameplay on Mission. And this is a 62-7 gameplay with the PP90 silencer extended mags. And I think I'm rocking sleight of hand, assassin, and steady aim. But the reason I'm using assassin, much hated perk, but to be honest, if you play like me and you're always in the other team's spawn, I don't know. I've just found that you have to use assassins because, at the support package, how it is, there's UAVs up all the time. And when you have an SMG, you do not want to have a Stinger as your secondary. Now, I've leveling up. I've just recently hit 10th prestige, and I finally read that when you have a Stinger as your secondary, you automatically get that mobility. Now, before it was to where whatever weapon you were carrying. So if you had like an SMG and a sniper rifle, if you had the SMG out, that's the mobility that you would get. And then once you switch to sniper rifle, your mobility would go down. But now they changed it to where it's whatever weapon you're carrying is what your mobility is going to be. So it is absolutely pointless to have an SMG and have a Stinger as your secondary because the point of having an SMG is the mobility. So once you lose that, I mean, you're like a sitting duck. You might as well be using an assault rifle. So that's something that I've just learned, and maybe some of you guys didn't know that. Maybe you did. Maybe I'm just a fucking dumbass. But and it's weird because I did notice. I'm like, man, I'm using this SMG. I should be moving a lot faster. Why? Well, what's the problem? So dumbass finally figured that out. But I'll tell you what. This map, it's a good map. I really like Mission. Typically you want to leave them in A spawn, but I'll be honest with you. I kind of like it when the other team has C, simply because people, when they're in A, they just don't want to leave their spawn. It's like they already admit defeat when they have A flag, and they'll just hunker up in this fucking spawn and they won't move. Unfortunately, this game was good because the other team was actually, trying to get out, which I really like because, I'll tell you what, the last couple days I've been playing Ground War on my thirdary account. I don't know what you'd call it, but basically my don't give a fuck account where I just run around with shotguns. And I've been playing nothing but Ground War. So last night I decided to get back onto the main account and play some domination, see what kind of scores I could come up with like regular guns. And it was boring as hell. Man, like after playing Ground War, it is like Ground War is so fucking chaotic and there's so much shit going on all the time. When you go back to 6v6, it's like crickets. You can hear crickets. It's like, where the fuck is everybody? This is boring as hell. So I don't know. I think I might start playing domination or Ground War exclusively now. I don't know. Depending on what you guys want to see. Like, would you guys rather see more Moabs? It seems like people like watching Moabs. So if you guys want more Moabs, I'll definitely start trying to go for Moabs, I guess. I typically don't go for Moabs that often. But if you want to see like, high entertaining Russian gameplay, then that's your guys' decision. But yeah, Ground War is a lot of fun. But the thing about Ground War is All right, I'll say one thing. The skill level in Ground War compared to 6v6 domination is such a big difference. There are so many noobs that play Ground War, and it can be really fun if they're, bad noobs that like try to rush around. But then you also get the lobbies where there's really bad noobs, like so bad that they just hunker down in the most ridiculous fucking corners everywhere, and that gets really frustrating because especially if you're trying to rush, you'll have like three or four that are rushing really hard, so you have to pay attention to those guys. So but then you'll like walk around a corner and there's some guy with assassin blind eye sitting in the corner, so that gets frustrating. And another frustrating thing of it is when you get those really bad noobs stuck on your team, because then you end up just getting your shit pushed in from every single direction, and there's nothing fun about that. But I did want to talk a little bit about the shotguns and video idea that I'm posting up probably after the end of the week. But yesterday I was leveling up the KSG, and I got a pretty good idea of a video where I'm going to show you a bunch of clips of me getting my shit pushed in, trying to level the KSG up. Simply because the KSG is, honestly, it's the worst fucking gun in the game without damage and extended mags. It is the most frustrating thing when you run around point blank, shoot somebody and you get hit markers and then you just get, shit on. So I definitely wanted to stab myself in the eyeball a bunch leveling this gun up, but then I unlocked extended mags and damage, and this gun is easily the best shotgun in the game, in my opinion. It is far better than a striker and a spaz. I was actually played a game on this map, and I was, everybody on the other team was using strikers, and I pulled out my KSG, and I absolutely took a big old dump right on their face. Like, they come around the corner, just spraying that thing, and I just shoot them once in the face from about 50 feet away, 50 feet away, and kill them. So, and they were getting really mad. They're like, I could hear them, how you can hear them after you kill them. They're like, man, what shotgun is he using, man? That's it. I'm switching up shotguns, and is everything that they threw at me. It didn't matter. FMGs, akimbo scorpions. It just didn't matter. I was shitting all over him with that. So I'm gonna do kind of the process, so show some clips of me getting shit on, and then ultimately payback's a bitch. So I got some really, really nice clips with the KSG. I'm gonna do a video on that, and I think I'm gonna do that for the rest of the shotguns. Do a kind of up and going video. But another thing, guys, a lot of you guys want to play with me, and you've been adding me. If you want to play with me, add Pie Slinger. That is my secondary account. That's my sub account, and I'll put that up in the description or on the screen here. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, 62-7. And I'll post my first highlight reel video tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.